Welcome to my weekly video blog. It's going to be quite a short one this week. This week has been difficult, but difficult in a good way, if that makes sense. I have initiated all my new healthy sort of eating things, and yeah, it's had a little bit of an effect, and the effect has generally not been so good, but that's probably to be expected. When I start to do things like this, I do tend to come up against sort of resistance. I think some of it is just, you know, the body gets extra tired, doesn't it? It's used to having a certain amount of food put into it, and if you lower the food level that's going into it or whatever, it is going to make it more tired, probably more grouchy, etc, etc. So I think that it's nothing to worry about. I've certainly had no major sort of physical issues, but of course this week, I was just sort of starting, if you like. So I'm not expecting to have lost pounds and pounds and pounds. Just 1 or 2 would be nice. But apart from that, you know, I am very much of the opinion that things in this year cannot remain like they were last year. I was in a very, very bad place last year, particularly towards the end of the year. You know, it was another questioning. It was a horrible, horrible year for me, and I hope that this year gets better, but I don't think that these things happen on their own without a lot of effort and a lot of thought. And you know, it's putting that thought and effort in and combating until you start to see improvements. A general worsening of things for a couple of weeks. You know, when I first started taking antidepressants years ago, the one thing they said to me was, look, you're going to feel fantastic for the first week, and then you will undergo about 6 weeks of really, really bad physical symptoms. It will make the symptoms that you have worse, and it will give you extra symptoms on top of that. If you can make it through the 6 weeks, then your body will adapt, and all the symptoms will, you know, go away. And pretty much they did. But I have to say, that Christmas period was the pits. It was horrible. And I think there's a sort of equilibrium that has to be reached between when you make the changes and when you start to see the results. And it's hard to be motivated for that period of time. You know, you feel like you're not losing weight. You feel like instead of doing something healthy, you're feeling worse than, you know, when you enjoy your cheesy chips. But if you can fight through the equilibrium sort of stage, then eventually you will see results. And once you see results, you see you'll be more, you know, moralised, I suppose, as opposed to demoralised, more motivated. And I don't know how long that's going to take. But that's the stage that I'm in at the moment. So, yeah, things this week have been quite hard, but we were prepared for this. We knew it was coming, and I still hold that I've got to fight through this little period of time, get myself to a place where what I've started to do makes a change, and then hopefully that will motivate me to take things, you know, onwards. So, with that said, I'm just going to have a look at the birthdays. Do you know, I'm usually well planned, and I usually have this all set up, ready. But today is the end of a long week, and I almost forgot to do them completely. So let's have a look. Incidentally, there's no MMA predictions this week, so that's good. Let's have a look. What do we have? We've only got 3 birthdays. We've got Ryan McGiven, Lillian, and Matt Maynard. So, and I don't think, yeah, that's it. It's just those 3 for this next week. So I hope they all have fantastic birthdays. Manage to eat lots of cake. I shall be eating no cake until maybe my birthday. I might have to splash out and eat some cake then, because one of the things that I'm trying to do and trying to remember is that this is not so much a diet as a whole complete lifestyle change. You know, it's not something that it has to A, be able to adapt to life, and B, it has to be something that is kept up from here on forevermore, not just for, you know, the spring or the January of the new year, so to speak. Incidentally, this week I also found a 20p piece, and this 20p piece, in fact, I think I've even got it on me. Give me a moment and I'll see if it's in my oh, where are we? Let me just have a look. Is that the one? That's the one? So the 20p piece were an addition to the decimal system, and they started being printed, well, minted, so to speak, in the year I was born, 1982, and I found a 20p piece here. This is a 20p piece, and it's dated, obviously, and I don't know if I can get it close enough for you to be able to see the date. No, yes, maybe, no, okay, well, it's sort of up there, and it says 1982. It's the year I was born, one of the original minted 20p pieces. It's worth 20p, but I'm going to keep it anyway.